If you're looking for opportunities to make money online, this video is for you. First, I'm gonna go over the 3 ways that people make money online, and then I'll go over specific jobs for each one of those ways so that you can start making money online today. Hey guys, welcome to Tank Top Finance, where we take money seriously and not much else. I'm Professor Brett. I'm here in my humble abode, and today we're talking about how to make money online. Now, first off, if you're a loser and you're expecting money to fall into your lap without actually doing anything, make sure that you hit like and subscribe before you rage quit out of this video. There are really 3 ways to make money online: selling products, selling your services, or selling the attention that you have. And if you're a gangster, you can do all 3. Let's first start with the easiest one and the one that you can start today without really having any money. Services. This is the easiest one to start, but it does require the most amount of work over the long term. This is where you take your worthless body and you do something useful with it for someone else. You perform some sort of service that provides value to someone else, and in return, they give you money for it. Build a website, create custom logos, write articles, edit these crappy YouTube videos so I don't have to. Depending on what you pick, they may require some sort of pre-existing skill, but by and large, most service type things you can start today. Now keep in mind, right now you're worthless. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows what they're getting for you, so you might have to start at the bottom, work your way up. Start cheap. Build your business. But hey, at least you're doing something productive that isn't selling your body to the dark arts of the internet. I'll come back with more ideas on the service section in just a moment. The second way people make money on the internet is by selling products. This means you have to create something that is unlike yourself, meaning useful, and then you take that and you sell it on the internet. A book, tank tops, workout videos, used underwear, whatever. Get something, call it a product, sell it on the internet. This product type work typically requires the majority of the work up front, and then once you're done doing the actual creation of the piece, you just focus on selling it. You can sell it actively, or you can set up systems that market and sell it passively, so you literally don't have to do anything ever again. So again, a lot of work up front, not a lot of work in the future, because you did a lot of work up front. And the last thing that people do to make money online is get people's attention. What does that mean? That's like what I'm doing right here. I have your attention. Creating the best videos on the internet for free so that you can watch it, probably not learn anything, and then not press the like button because you're selfish and you want to see me fail even though I did something nice for you. Press the like button, subscribe. Ring the bell too. When you have attention, you can sell the attention. Using the example of YouTube, people put ads in their videos, or they'll do an advertisement, or this video was sponsored by, in the middle of their video, they're getting paid for that. They're leveraging their attention. People with large Instagrams or TikToks will leverage that attention, highlighting a specific product in exchange for some of that cash money. Now, let's take each one of these 3 money-making concepts and talk about them IRL. That means in real life, LOL. Each one of these methods of making money on the internet have one common theme. You have to bring value to someone. And looking at you, that's probably not something you're used to. If you are a useless bum, you have to get some skills, or at least pretend to have some, like me. If you're offering a service, you either look for opportunities where no one's offering, or there's only a few people offering that service, or you look for service opportunities that have a really high demand. A year ago, jumping into the food delivery business like DoorDash or Postmates, not gonna be that lucrative because it was pretty saturated. They've been around for a while. There's a lot of people doing it. Fast forward a year to today, there's not less drivers than there were a year ago. There is much more demand. Because we're in the middle of a pandemic, people are eating at home, we need a lot more drivers. There's not less drivers, there's more demand. Now, coming up with a service that no one else is offering, that's a little bit trickier. Think about something that you have to do that's annoying. Now solve that problem and sell it. Ask yourself, what am I good at? Nothing. Okay, well get good at something. I'm good at rating YouTube channels. I rate this YouTube channel number 1. Do you like wasting your life on Instagram? Maybe you can offer that as a service to a company. Post about their crappy food or their poor work culture. You like playing video games? Maybe you can teach noobs how to play one of your nerdy games. Or you can host tournaments where everybody puts on their robes and gets together and tries to win a cash prize. Do you like working out? Maybe you can teach people how to do that from home, or create videos on exercises that you can do without equipment at home during the pandemic. Are you good at sports? Probably not. But maybe people send you videos of their jump shot or their golf swing and you tell them how bad it is and how they can get better. Do you like lying, taking advantage of people, or selling bad products? Hit up one of your friends on Facebook who's pumping one of those pyramid schemes. Think about things that you can do or that you already do, and then think about how you can make money off of that. The internet's a huge place. There's always somebody looking for something. Keep this principle in mind. Generally, when there's a low cost of entry, meaning there doesn't require a lot of money to get started in something, there's more people trying to do that. So there's going to be more competition. So if you're somebody who's looking for opportunities that require absolutely no money or no skill, well, there's an abundance of people out there looking for those jobs, so it's gonna be pretty tough. Because of this, I'm a fan of developing a skill. When you have a skill, not everybody and their mom can do what you're trying to do. In my opinion, the #1 skill that you can learn right now that's going to give you the most opportunity in the future, learn to create skills for virtual assistants like Alexa. Alexa, shut up. If you already have an idea, create a skill for that so it can work on one of those devices. Or you can go around to businesses who are in need of those types of skills and create them for them. That product's not going away. It's only gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, disclaimer, that does require you to be somewhat useful, something you may be categorically against. The resources on how to do that are endless. Ask Mr. Google. If coding's not for you, build a website. It's saturated, but people still need new websites every single day. You can literally learn how to develop a website for $15 on the internet. Then you can start selling your first couple websites for cheap, $50. Or maybe you start a business called $50 website, where guess what? You sell websites for $50. You create systems and processes and templates so you can get in, pound one of those out in an hour, boom, 50 bucks. That's $50 an hour. That's pretty good for a bum like you. Or maybe you get really, really good and you get really, really advanced and you start charging more than $50. Like $60. You can make money doing unique things on Fiverr, like reading a message's boatman or writing people's Tinder profiles, which actually sounds like a pretty good gig. But literally, boatman, that's it. Just reads messages from inside a boat. 250 happy customers. Rather than tell you all of the weird things that you can do on Fiverr, my friend Rob's already made a video on that. I'll put it up here and I'll link it in the description below. Check it out if you're interested. If you're worried about what you're doing being saturated, meaning there's a lot of people already doing it, niche down. Niche down to a specific geographical area or a specific price range. There are a lot of web designers who design websites in the world. There aren't a lot of web designers who design websites specifically for churches in Lincoln, Nebraska. Niche down, make your reach, your influence smaller. But if you're sitting there and you're saying, yeah, but Brett, I'm useless. I make no valuable contributions to society. You're right. I was never anything like you, but I do know a couple politicians, and so I've got some experience with dealing with useless. Use the internet or YouTube, the thing you're on right now, to learn a skill. All right, now if all of this is sounding too hard or too much work, you can always start a GoFundMe. Come up with some crappy story about how you're lazy and you can't pay your rent, and then spam it all over social media to see if you can sucker in one of your old high school friends' grandmas to chip in this month's bingo money so you can make $30 or $40. Cha-ching! All right, so that's services. Moving on to products. All right, when it comes to products, the opportunities here are pretty self-explanatory. You have to create something and then you sell it. Because if you didn't create it, then you don't have anything to sell. But don't limit yourself to thinking that you have to be an inventor or come up with some brand new idea. It's actually a lot simpler than that. For example, what if I created an Excel spreadsheet for a budget that you put in your income and it automatically calculates what your percentages should be based on your income. So what percentage should you spend on rent or food or so on and so forth. And then I put a link down in the description and I sold it for $1. $1? That's pretty cheap, or maybe $2 or $5. Most people probably wouldn't buy it, but maybe you're interested. It'd take you an hour to create something like that on your own. So yeah, shoot, what's $2 or $3? I'll do it. Then when I sell 20,000 of them, Now I made $40,000 off of an idea that took me a couple of hours of work. Now granted, this is an example. Most don't really work like that, but I'm just trying to illustrate the point. So whether you're selling spreadsheets or your breast milk to bodybuilders or something else in between, that's how you sell a product. Real life example, when Mrs. Tank Top and me were getting married, we had a couple hundred people at our wedding. We needed to come up with a classy way to organize the seating chart. Rather than spending hours on that project, I bought a template off Etsy for $8, uploaded all the names, put them where they should go. I was done in 15 minutes. So think about creating one product and then how you can sell that one product over and over again. Moving on to that third way of making money on the internet, how can you utilize your attention if you have it, or how can you get some? Now, attention is probably something that you've always wanted, but you've never really had. I get it, not everyone can be internet royalty and have the #1 finance channel on the internet. Not everyone can have perfect genetics or be tall, dark, and handsome or have this perfect Quidditch body. Not everyone can be the finance kingpin. Just me. But if by some work of the Lord himself something goes wrong and people do actually become interested in you, there is a way to monetize that. Now, I don't mean sell yourself out or betray the people who trust you or give up authenticity in pursuit of financial gain. What I'm saying is there's a way to provide value to your audience through your current medium and still set it up in a way to get value in return. On YouTube, social media, this is most commonly done through advertisements or affiliate marketing. If you've ever seen an ad in the beginning of the YouTube video, the creator is getting a percentage of that ad revenue based on how many people interact with that advertisement. If you see someone on social media advertising a specific product, want you to click on a link or put in their coupon code, they're getting a cut based on how many of those products that they sell. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Hopefully the people you watch or that you follow are advertising products that they actually like or they actually use, but that is how people utilize their influence in order to make revenue. When I was in college, I made about $4,000 over 6 months writing 15 or 20 blogs about whatever I wanted. I wrote content, a couple million people came to my website, and then I got paid based on how many advertisement impressions and interactions they had with the products that were advertised on my website. When it comes to advertising on whatever your influence medium is, YouTube, social media, personal website, blogs, things like that, you can utilize Google AdSense, which is basically where they bring the advertisers to you, or you can go out and find your own advertisements, which is generally more lucrative, but it does require more work. This is the exact strategy that I use on this YouTube channel. Currently, I've made $0. So thanks for your support. Now, if you want to be truly financially free using the internet, you have to learn to capitalize on all three. In a few months, when this channel blows up, I'll have the attention to put ads on my YouTube videos. I'll have custom products like tank tops or maybe specific financial services that I can sell to bring value to you. And maybe, just maybe, I'll even provide like personal financial coaching for those who want to acquire it as a service. That's a potential business plan for this channel. Notice how I incorporated all three ways of making money. That's your guide to making money on the internet. Pick one, get after it. It's love. Me.